Yeah. I don't know who you think you are. Hmm? How about you want Libra walking with her head down, or his head down, or having no confidence, or feeling scared? Are you mad? Yeah, we've got them using a page of cups, trying to come towards you with some fish ass offering, and you're like, come near me and I'll slap you in your face. Yeah, don't come nowhere near me. All right, the tower, these people, they're having a tower. There was something they've done recently which they thought that it would collapse you, or you'd be over, or you wouldn't get up from it, or you'd be walking with your head down, or you'd be scared, or living in fear. Ain't happening. Yeah? Want to like to hold you back or control your life when they can't even control their own. Yeah? You're like, you never gave birth to me. Who do you think you are? Yeah? They're all like they're all arguing, not wanting to take the fall, or not wanting to go to prison for something that they've done. Okay? You could be getting celebrated, Libra. Okay? Could be a group of women here that, you know, celebrating you, or, you know, your independence, or, yeah. Like, you don't need none of these people, these fake ass people. Okay, this page. Like, who does this page think they are? Who do you think you are? Knight of Wands. Yeah, they could never come towards you, Libra. Ugh. They'll never come towards you. You'll be like, move from me. Move from me with your dirty self. Yeah? They can't come towards you. Knight of Wands, something about, I don't know, something that they're doing near you or around you or in a building or a community or something like that. And it's just backfiring. That ain't working. Yeah? Because the Most High don't respect what these people are doing. And you're trying to have one over the Most High, God himself, the Creator. Are you crazy? Like, how many times do you have to say hi? The devil. Yeah. Yeah, look at them doing their spell work. It ain't working. It's backfiring on their asses. Okay? You're going to be going to jail. Yeah, the group, you're going to be going to jail. Yeah, but you're trying to set Libra up and do shady things. You think Libra can't see through your asses? Yeah? You're getting exposed. There ain't nothing hidden. You ain't hiding from the Most High. Let me tell you that. Yeah? You think you're going to have one over on the Most High? All right. But you think this can beat the Most High? Someone's protected by the Most High himself, yeah? The divine. This can't win. Can't beat over the Most High, the Creator. I don't know who you think you are. What, you think you're not getting seen? Whether you're in a building or in a room, what, you think spirits can't see you? Don't ever think what you can't see ain't there standing there watching you. Yeah, the tower is backfiring. Knight of Swords. That could be your energy, Libra. You're a bold communicator. You're speaking some truth. Yeah? Your words may come out a bit strong, but it's the truth. Because these energies that are hiding, that are dark, evil, wicked, you're not very happy about that. You're not exposing them, which in turn is the Tower. Okay? You're like, yeah, you're coming for me. You think you can destroy me. You think you can have me walking down the street with my head held high, not taking care of myself. Are you mad? Yeah? I don't worship underneath no man. I don't bow down to no man. Apart from God himself, the Most High himself. I don't bow down to no human man. Ever. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this is how they want you. Looking mashed up, not taking care of yourself, out in the street, homeless, broke. Shut your mouth, fools. Yeah? You're the type of men that'll have their wife walking behind them with their head bowed down. You're the type of men that's got about 10 wives because you don't respect women. King of Pentacles. What about this King of Pentacles? You're self-aware of this King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Gemini could be a man, could be a woman, who cares? But someone's connected to a Capricorn, okay? Queen of Wands. Someone's with a Queen of Wands, or someone's connected with a Queen of Wands, or this Queen of Wands is tied up with this Capricorn. This could be a Leo. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I don't... Do you know what it is? It's like, these people, you're fools. You're fucking idiots. All of you. Yeah? They want to break you down. They want to bully you. They don't want to do shady things behind the scenes. They want you, you know, with your head down, not taking care of yourself. They want everything in your life to just ruin, or they want to try to set you up, or they want to try to do this and do that. You bunch of weak-ass men. They want you so mashed up that you know, you're going to go back down to taking drugs. Never. Never. Keep fucking trying me. Never. Look, that's how they want you. Listen, you'll be like that before me. You hear me? You. Little fucking drug-selling cunts. Fuck off. Queen of Swords. Truth and clarity. There may have been someone in your family that they used to try to block you or hold you back. And you're saying to that person, you can fucking throw yourself under the nearest bus as well, you bitch. Yeah? Little crackhead. Don't fucking put yourself in rehab. Somebody, a Leo, hasn't got some strength, okay, or losing strength. This Queen of Wands, not strong. They can hide behind others, though. Yeah? The High Priestess. Yeah, you know what's hidden. Fire sign here, someone ain't getting no recognition, or this group of men here, they want to get some recognition, they're not getting it, okay? But you're all arguing and you're all like, no, I'm not taking the blame, I'm not going to jail. Well, yeah, if we're all involved and I'm picking up, you're all going to jail, yeah? You all want to be like sheep and follow each other and get involved in this as well. You put yourself in a situation, yeah? So you've got to take responsibility for your actions. Come over here and try to control women. The Hierophant. There's an organisation or a high organisation or some group, or someone knows some secret, or there's some hidden information or the secret in regards to, I mean, look, there's the Most High himself. And you're trying to disrespect, and you think you can manipulate the Most High. Like, are you taking the Most High is watching you all. Me live in fear because of you people. Are you crazy? The Hierophant. There's some secret or some mystery or something that's hidden. Okay? Or they're using some secret or some magic or something that they've got that the rest of the world don't know, or they're using some ancient spell work. Yeah? And it ain't working on me. There's someone here that's stuck, or the people in the group, like, well, I'm not taking the blame, I'm not going to jail. Well, you know, you're bound to what you've done. And the Most High don't like ugly and what you're doing, okay? And I think the Most High knows what these energies have done when it concerning me. So me getting a bit pissed off with these people, well, you know, I think I've got the right to. Libra, you're not emotionally invested in none of these people, okay? And they cannot use emotions to manipulate you. Yeah? You're not interested, you don't like these people, you don't want them coming nowhere near you. There ain't no you coming towards Libra or whoever, whatever woman it is and trying to control them. I wouldn't even get married, yeah? I wouldn't even get married. I would never get married. And the reason why is because sometimes, you know, you've got to be careful who you marry. Because once you sign that contract for death do us part, you know, you do get some husbands that end up wanting to kill off the wife because they end up having an affair. And because they're bound by contract, they're like, well, how can I get rid of the wife? I want this new woman that I've got. Or we've got this Taurus that's married here, yeah? Or they want to come and marry you. You're like, no. No, sorry, no. No, it ain't happening. Yeah? They want to hold on to you or hold you back or control you. Like, and they haven't even got control of themselves. You've got someone there that's acting like, look, they're all church-going people, yeah? But you're married, but you're seeing a third person, yeah? Make it make sense. Or someone wants to marry you and celebrate, or You're like, no, no, not me. I'm not getting married. No thanks. Yeah. No, never. Never in a million years. Ain't happening. I don't need no ring on my finger and sign my name on a bit of paper to show my love and vow for a man. No, no. You ain't got me under no contracts. It's never happening. Endings, page of wands. That's what I'm saying, people. You know, you hear of these stories, don't you? I mean, it happens all around the world. You know, you've got families that are rich or got big estates. And then, it weren't so long ago. I mean, did you hear about that guy in America? His mum and dad were actors or something like that. Or his dad was a film producer. And the boy killed his parents. Or there was the two twins, wasn't there? That killed the parents for the money. And let me tell you something. If you can get people like that, what makes you think your husband or wife that after so many years of being married of you and is getting bored and see something fresh that they want, and then they're like, you know what, I love you more than the wife, and I don't know how to get out of this contract, and then they're all collaborating together. Well, you know, if you slowly poison him or kill him off, yeah, or cause them something that something wouldn't fall back on them, and then the next thing they've got the life insurance or all the money. That's why I wouldn't marry. I'm not marrying. I don't need to marry to show my love to a man. Yeah, the most I will have is a promise ring. That's it. That's as far as it goes. Marriage ain't for me. Sorry, never. The Emperor. This is an older man. Yeah, look, you're guarded. You're protecting yourself. You've got protection around you, Divine Feminine. Yeah? And this is why what they're doing with this secret knowledge that they believe that they're using on people that they think you, Libra, don't know about. Of course you know about this secret knowledge. About this spell work. You know more about what they're doing behind the scenes than what they think you know. This is knowledge that they keep from the rest of the world. This is sacred knowledge, things that are hidden secrets that they don't want the rest of the world to know. They just use it for themselves to get money and be the King of Pentacles. Okay? Yeah? And this is how they've caused other deaths to people. Many, 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 many. But you, Libra, look at all the angels there watching over you, yeah? The Most High knows these people are using this knowledge for the not so good. They're abusing this knowledge. They're using it for themselves. Yeah? You're a cult. You're a coven. You're disgusting. You're despicable. You're vile. You're sick. You're twisted. You're right out fucking evil. You're still working on whatever you're working on. You ain't stopping me doing anything. I'm going to say it again. You're not going to stop me or Libra doing anything. Do you hear me? And these little set tactics that you want to try to do, it ain't working either. Do you know what I wish I trained to be when I was younger? Do you know what I'd like to be? What I would love to have been? Like work for FBI or CIA. That's what I would love. You know, like take down these type of people. What about the King of Swords? Ten of family. Okay. So King of Swords, either working with your family or working with a family. This is about their generational wealth, okay? Or someone's... I mean, look at the Most High there. Look, listening, watching. Some of you may have dogs, they're in spirit, okay? Or your guys are letting you know through dogs, okay? Communication through dogs, like, you know, dogs are barking, or they're maybe giving you the heads up that someone's around, okay? This could have been a grandfather, godfather, okay? You dirty, no good scumbag thieves. Telling you, Lord, I pray that you deal with these people accordingly. The magic they're doing, I ask that it backfires tenfold on every single one of them involved, and each and every one of them gets brought to justice. They're put in front of the judge and they get a sentence. Yeah, this needs to come to an end. I call judgment on all these energies. Anyone that's in this block, anyone that's in this building, anyone that's involved, I call on my ancestors to bring judgment on each and every one of them. Wherever they are. The sun. The sun represents power, okay? These people, when you were a child, that you were gifted. And from when you were a child, and that's why, as I said, when I was a child, I fell out of the 2nd or 3rd floor window, yeah? And these people think like you're going to forget all these things that you went through as a child, all the abuse, yeah? And the ill treatment. It's like these people have put you through this on purpose. And they put people through this on purpose, though they turn this way. Yeah? Fucked up on drugs, lost their kids, lost their home, begging on the street, ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. You're fucking no good wicked. Yeah? You're wicked. And I call on you spirit guys, as these people want to do death rituals, I call that these rituals go back on these people. If they need to be taken out, so be it. Because right now I'm sick of all of them. However they need to be taken out, I don't care. It needs to come to an end. If it means this, so be it. Yeah? You see the Most High in front of you, Divine Feminine? Yeah? Sends in the Angel of Death. I call that Angel of Death. I call that Grim Reaper to go back and take out these people. I call on you to go back and take out these people. The ones that are still doing magic, I call on you to take them out. Whether or not they have a fire in their house, there's an explosion, I don't business. I don't care. However you want to do it, take them out. Because it's like they don't want to stop. And it's filth to the world. Queen of Pentacles. These people, all they care about, it could be someone in the family, someone in your family, all they care about is that's to sleep, eat, piss, shit, fucking money. That's all they care about, money. Listen, bitch, when you're dead, are you going to take that money in a coffin with you? Huh? These people that got power, or they have, that's what I'm saying. You know when people say money's the root of all evil, it's not the money, it's the people that have got the money in their hands that don't do good. And when they have this type of power, some of them become evil and they think they can do what they want. And these are the type of people, they need that power taken off them. They need that money stripped off them. They need that power taken from them. Yeah? Because they feel like people are less powerful or less than them. They think they can do what they want. And it ain't happening around me. It ain't happening. You ain't doing it to me. You ain't never going to get me walking on the street homeless, begging. Yeah? It ain't never going to happen. You ain't going to get me needing another man for money. It ain't happening. Never. Never. Shall I tell you why? I had to bring myself up from a child. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah? I never had no really good parents. So you think I'm going to allow any man that I don't know to come in my life and try to have power over me? You're mad. I've had to bring myself up and defend myself throughout all my life. Nearly lost my life on quite a few occasions. And this is why this type of fuckery, I don't take it easy. I don't take it easy. I don't like these type of people. Yeah? I don't give a fuck who you are, what power you've got. You're not having power over me. Let me tell you that. Let God be my witness. Never. Never. Yeah? Let God strike me down right now if I'm lying. Never. Someone's missed opportunity. Someone's crying. Someone's in their feelings. Or they wanted you in your feelings. Look, this is how they wanted you, Libra. Crying over what? Crying over what? Sad and cried over what? Yeah, what we all do is have a victory. Yeah, warrior energy. Yeah, that's our energy, Libras. Yeah, that ain't our energy. Not the way you lot want it. Ain't happening. Look at them. All the ones, all the men. All arguing. Well, I'm not going to jail for this. I'm not going to jail to this. Yeah? I think you all are. I think you all are. I'm not taking a rap for this. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah? 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah? These snakes and devils. Let me read about let me read about this again, because I was reading something about what this snake means. 1 minute. You see it there? One of the best examples of this can be seen at the base of I can't even pronounce it. Kukulkan's, I think that's how you pronounce it, Kukulkan's temple, shown below in figure 2, where serpent dragon statue guard the path of human extension. Okay. Strewn across the world, remnants of this great legacy left behind from the serpent dragon gods can still be seen in statues and temples from ancient Egypt all the way to Mesoamerica and India, showing the positive influences these wisdom bringers had on these ancient cultures. Even in Greek mythology, the god Poseidon, I can't pronounce it, Poseidon, with his three-pronged trident is frequently connected to the symbol of the serpent, while his counterpart Zeus is connected with the symbol of the eagle. Both of these Greek gods were likely incarnations of persons of the earlier Mesopotamian gods played by Enki and Enlil. Evidence for this can be seen in the various depictions and statues of Enki, which clearly portray him holding a trident, one of his most cherished symbols. That's why it's so fascinating to discover that the religious entity known as Satan or the devil is almost always shown as an evil being from hell who's wielding a pitchfork, but objective analysis of the evidence reveals that the pitchfork is clearly the inversion of Enki and his trident, representing the role he eventually took on in the underworld. It's clearly this clever prevention of the facts perpetrated by certain Abrahamic religions and secret societies of the world was done as a means to demonize his positive influences and teachings from the past. Following this evidence trail around the planet allows a nearly forgotten story of history to emerge and finally be told. Anytime that a serpent or dragon is portrayed in artwork or in an edifice, E-D-I-F-I-C-E, meaning large building, it means that at one point that civilization was based on the acquisition of knowledge and obtaining higher state of consciousness. On a somewhat linear level, the eagle and serpent can be equated to masculine strength and control over the physical world versus following a path of spiritual growth and obtaining higher knowledge. However, these symbols have much deeper meanings that can be traced back to some of the earliest texts ever written. In many ways, the eagle and serpent represent the divide that exists between the material, third-dimensional world and the non-physical spiritual realms. Considering that humans are multi-dimensional beings, these two symbols represent the eternal struggle of which path our species will take in the future, either one ruled through military conquest and control, or higher knowledge and balance. However, as I have previously stated, these symbols are not merely just a way to show human archetypes and self-expression, but can be connected all the way back to the early influences of the Anuna, who played the role of gods to mankind. Each of the 9 levels of Kukulkan's temple represents the 9 different stages of human consciousness, with the top representing universal consciousness. Kukulkan was known as the feathered serpent dragon, god of the Maya, who gave them wisdom and knowledge from the heavens, as well as how to obtain balance and harmony with the earth. The term plumed or feathered, represents the transformation of the serpent into its highest state of energy, known as the dragon, much in the same way that the medical Caduceus symbol represents the ascension of human energy to reach Kundalini. Okay, that's where, when people say, yeah, we're going through the Kundalini awakening. One of the other important reasons why the symbol of the serpent has been used so often in the past is due to the fact that the snake frequently sheds its skin to take on a new form, which represents the internal changes that occur within us when we unlock our chakra centers of energy to obtain higher states of consciousness. It's important to understand and differentiate the lies and deceit that have been perpetrated on society for centuries regarding the symbols of the eagle and serpent. That's why I will be spending a suitable amount of time in this book explaining the truth behind what they really represent and their significance in the rise and fall of human civilizations throughout history. The Maya believed that the year 2012 would herald the conclusion of a great cycle of energy on Earth and in the cosmos, and that instead of representing the apocalypse and the end of the world, it represented the rebirth after the death of what's known as the old reality that once existed here. The most important thing to understand about both the Maya and Aztec is that they eventually became corrupted through the practice of blood, sacrifice and war. Get this book, it's really good. See the serpent there? And that's what I'm saying. People that come around you, they shed their skin to grow another one, to be something else. You understand? And you people think you can do this around me? Take on another form to try to come towards me and manipulate me. Let me tell you something, people. I know my history, you know. Yeah? I don't sit around saying to everyone, well, I know this and I know that, or I've been to university. I don't tell no one nothing of what I've done. But what I will tell you, well, I mean, obviously I'm telling you this, but what I will tell you is I know what I'm talking about. So this is in regards to, you see the serpent there behind on the tree, right? Someone's got with a serpent. This is someone that changes their form. They shed their skin to transform to something. This is someone, what I mean, like, they will, you know, like the chameleon, someone that will, these people, man, they're just thieves. Look at them. Yeah. And in the other deck, you've got the serpent wrapped around this person. Okay. These people are using ancient knowledge against humankind for their own fucking greed. Sorry to swear, but these are people in power that just abuse their positions. Yeah. I'm going to write down what you say to a judge when you walk into a courthouse. Yeah. I'm going to go through all again. Because the judges, if they're listening, I'm sure they know exactly what I'm talking about. The High Priestess, yeah, you know about the divine sacred knowledge, and you know what things have been hidden. Okay, I would just give people bits and pieces of what I know. All right, okay, but yeah, I've acted dumb and slow round people, yeah, so that they can trip themselves up, because these people, they think sometimes, you know, you're just naturally nice, or you're just, hi, how are you? And they just think you're easy, vulnerable, naive, stupid, dumb, thick, slow, whatever the fuck it is, yeah, and you're like, and they don't even know. They don't know how your brain works. They don't know what you've learnt. They don't know nothing. Unless they're in the room with you day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out for the rest of your life. All of it, unless they've been there with you. You know, when I was a child, yeah, my dad said that when he used to put on the reggae music, my mum and dad used to say, I used to turn my little plastic baby bath over and I was in my nappy and I started to dance to the reggae music. And I said to my mum and my dad, you know what? If my child from a young age like that was doing that, I would have put my child in a dancing school or acting school or something, because, you know, usually children, you can see a gift in them from when they're young. Yeah? And do you know what my mother went and done? She went and put my younger sister in Barbara Speaks stage school. I got thrown in care and she put my younger sister in a stage school. That's why the bitch is such a good fucking actor. I don't think she went in there because I heard she got chicken pox or measles or something like that. Okay? Well, the Hierophant in reverse. The secret's out about a Taurus. Or someone's divorced. Oops, sorry, the deck was the wrong way round. So yeah, the secret's out. Okay? The Most High, Divine Feminine, High Priestess, you're receiving this sacred knowledge. Okay? What they think they're hiding from you, you're learning. Okay? So when you're getting dreams and you're seeing symbols in your dreams, all right, you're looking up there what them symbols mean and you're doing your homework. Like the time I had the dream of the black book and the symbol on it. Yeah, I don't know if it was a dime. I can't remember. This was back in 2008. It was a book, a big thick black book, and it had like a gold clasp on it, and it had a symbol in the middle, and it had something in the middle. I don't know, it was an eye or it had some symbol, but this book was big, yeah, and this has been kept from society. The sun. These people knew who you were from when you were a child. Your mum, your dad knew you had a gift. Your family knew you had a gift, and they just wanted to try to destroy your life so that you'd never get your gift or connect with your gift, or, you know, when you did go on the path of doing drugs, they must have been like that. Yes, yes. Oh, she's never coming out of that. Yes, we've got her. Have you, though? No, you ain't. And that's why I'm trying to wake up others that are also under this influence, okay? Because this is what this government and these elite people do, so they can steal what is your birthright. And some of you are born into karmic families to expose them. And some of you are realising, why comes I'm always the problem? Why is it always me that gets this? Why is it how comes when I speak about the other sister or brother, the mum or dad's like, oh, no, they don't do nothing wrong? And why is it always like, some of you are starting to, how comes I'm always the black sheep? Or why is everything always my fault? And you start realising, wait a minute, these people have known about something that I've got for years, and they've tried to destroy me. Or it could be a mother that's jealous. I never forget when I was young, I said, oh, I don't want to live with my mum. I think my mum was talking to the social worker on the phone. I was crying. I said, I don't want to live with my mum. I want to go in care. My mum always used to, you didn't want to stay with me. I said, that's right. No, because you was abusive alcoholic. That's why you didn't know how to bring up your children. Why do I want to live with you? Huh? What, you think I don't remember shit that was done to me as a child? I remember everything. Every detail. What my brother done to me. Yeah? And it ain't nice. Michael, Paul Hazel. You weren't emotionally invested in none of these people, the family, the group, whoever, yeah? Not invested in none of them, yeah? There ain't no emotions, because there was never no emotions back. These people were fake. They were a karmic family. That's what they are. That's what they'll always be. But the Most High loves you, Divine Feminine. You don't need love from these fake-ass people. You walk in faith, okay? And this is why the Most High is like, you've got so much protection. When I mean angels, like, yeah, from different worlds, like realms, just, again, I keep saying, don't think what you can't see ain't there. They're surrounding you, protecting you, okay? Let me tell you, I'll give you a little heads up what happened earlier. My bath was running. And I heard a noise next door. And when I'm in, when my guys are around, it was like someone was giving me the heads up. Something dropped in the kitchen and there shouldn't have been, something banged. And I was like, okay, went straight into the bathroom. You know, my bath water was like that, just from the top. I was like, thank you, ancestors. Let me tell you, people, whether you're in this block or wherever you are, my ancestors, they will fight nail and tooth for me. Let me tell you that. My ancestors ain't easy, okay? And this is just a warning, okay? It doesn't mean because you've got money or riches that makes you, all right, okay, some of you have got power because, you know, you've got the money. But there could be people that ain't got money are just as powerful as you, if not more powerful, because they don't have to use secret knowledge to manipulate the world. You're protected, Divine Feminine. You're guarded and you're vigilant. You're healing. And this is why these people didn't want you to heal. They wanted you stuck in this little matrix that everyone else is stuck in. Yeah? Queen of Cups. Someone knows that you're using your intuition. The Chariot. Police, a victory, or warrior energy, or Queen of Cups. Maybe she's a police officer, or she works for the police, or something about having a victory, or a warrior energy, or, okay. I mean, I'm being deadly serious. I really don't like swearing and getting annoyed and things like that. But when it comes to people, when it comes to things like this, it really, I stand up for the cause. Like, I just don't like things like this. I don't like people that, you know, especially when you find out that things are being purposely done or for you to turn out a certain way, or people have been watching you from birth and tried to destroy you from you when you were a child, or put you in families where there was abuse, neglect, ill treatment, and, you know, they were like, oh, that person's definitely going to turn out to either be a crackhead, street walker, prostitute, yeah, we can keep them under our thumb or under the radar. And a lot of these people have been watching you, you know, like you're their fucking lab rat since you was a child, do you understand? All sitting around their little oval table having meetings. independent, self-sufficient. Okay? You don't need no one, right? Because some of you've never had anyone to guide you or protect you. You've had to protect yourself. Yeah. Some of you, again, you know, the police did take you into care when you was a child and you've turned out good. Not the way they wanted you to. I'm not talking about the police. I'm talking about, you know, what you've been through. Some can't come out the other end. You know, I've lost friends that have died that have been in care, that have taken their own life. So this shit I take fucking to heart. And you've got people that are, you know, want to act like they're religious, but the biggest criminals going, you're fake and you're false. Me, I will sit here and I'll speak my truth. Nothing but the truth. And some people don't like hearing the truth, but it is the truth. And my words may come out a bit sharpish, but it is the truth. Because again, this stuff that people are going through is not nice. You know, I've heard stories of mothers talking about this has happened to their child and their child's children have taken their life because of this. This shit I take to heart. I mean, look, there was something not long ago I read about a load of judges in America got nipped because they were part of a cartel. Working with the cartel. Sentencing people during the day, but meeting up with these cartel fucking bosses at night. Sorted out how to get drugs over or send drugs. That's judges. The same ones that I said that are in power. That are, as I said, they're the criminals. Not all. I'm going to say it to you again. I'm never bowing down to no man. Yeah? No drug's never going to have control of me again. In fact, you're not going to have control of me. You'll have to take me out. Yeah? Because as I sit here and I swear on my life, never. Have a good night.